How's it guys and girls, and welcome back to SIMS 2.0. Oh, this is HELIX, the simulator. So this one may bugger me over with the audio, because it's an IMA score tune. So for those of you who don't know who IMA score is, have a look at the smiler. Or just Google on YouTube, just YouTube, IMA score. You'll see the HELIX theme tune. You'll hear the tune, which I love. I love the HELIX theme tune. I like the Byron theme tune as well, and the Smiler theme tune. You know, it might be me touching a few things here by mentioning, oh yes, the Smiler, they did the tune and everything after the accident, but the accident was, unfortunately, as a previous rider myself, the accident on the Smiler was unfortunate, yes, but it happens, and it was human error. Okay, so here we go. So everything's ready. I'm going to put it into maintenance mode for 1 second, because I need transfer track. So to do your transfer track, it is minus and plus, but you've got to make sure it's in maintenance mode, and you have to make sure that your transfer bit there are set on green. So you press minus until you get to the train you want. So this is train 2. We pull it back. Obviously I've not opened the ride yet, which I really should get this ride actually open. So your view are a little bit different. You have your maintenance tracks, you have launch number 1. Is it launch 1 and launch 2? No, launch 1's on that view, launch 2 is on that view. So I'm going to dispatch train 1, just so I can pull train 2. Always turn your transfer bits off. Quickly shove it into normal. No? Are you actually going to move? Switch block, final brake run. I'll show you what happens under a unusual situation where the launch will fail. Transfer track is on. Why aren't you moving? You normally move. Right, so that launch has failed on launch 2, but I've done that on purpose to get it to fail. Right, you should. Weird, that normally moves off a transfer track. So as you can see, Bay 1, Bay 2 and Bay 3. They're not looking good at me. Sounds like some art just caused this music. There we go. Put it back into normal. It will run again. So pull off the transfer. Right, so the reason why there's a launch reset button, it's for this reason. Just wait for. As you can see, we had a rollback situation, so it didn't make the launch. 2. So what you do is when you click this, with these, so if I now click this, it won't do anything. But if I now click this, after clicking launch reset, it launches. And you will get this issue. So I'll show you now. So we'll send that car away, right? So I'm bringing 3 trains out into operation. I have 60 people in the queue. 61 people in the queue. So as you can see, 1 failed its launch. So it now has to roll back. And it tells you, launch alert. So that one should now move around the transfer track. That's had to go dispatched inhibited due to this launch failure. I'm hoping that every time you get a launch failure you don't have to do whatever. I'm going to turn breakdowns off because as weird as it is, you get fined, and I've never understood what the fines are about. So if I look, if I just check, handle 1,000 peeps on HELIX, no. If a train fails to launch properly, wait for it to return. Are we back in normal mode yet? Okay, we've had another launch failure. Okay, so I can't do emergency stop. So it wants me to do an emergency stop, but I physically can't click the emergency stop button. There you go. So if you need to, if you get a question mark, an exclamation mark, you need to do the emergency stop. Otherwise you seem to get fined. It's bizarre. So for some reason it failed to launch that first car. Right, so in the station we have train 1. So I'm now going to open the restraints by pressing up and now open the gates. And then put the restraints down by pressing down, shut the gates. I mean, if you have to, if the restraints get stuck and you have to emergency stop due to that, it's a bit awkward, to be honest. See, there. So I have to make an emergency stop, but I got fined 1,000. And I didn't see the sign. So it's now gonna have buggered up that launch. For no friggin' reason. Which is weird. It's like you've got to have it on this view. Not that view. That view. To see what's going on. But I prefer to be quite close. I think it does take a little bit of a while, little bit too long sometimes to do the controls on this sim. But you get 40 seconds on dispatch. I don't understand, if a launch failed there, you would have to emergency stop it and fail the first launch. I get that. So I don't know. I don't entirely get it sometimes. It springs that question mark up at random weird times. Are we actually even ready to go yet? No, we're not. But it'll, like I say, it brings it up in stupid places. It's a bit weird. Seems slow through that last break run. But it only likes to do one at a time, so you're never actually going to be able to hit your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, sometimes you can hit it, that's fine. Like 100 in the queue and that's quiet. But the fine is mega harsh with this sim. So you could be playing it for hours trying to get a decent score. That's why a lot of people haven't got high scores. Because you could be playing for hours to get a decent score. Get that gone early. You've got to time this one just right. But then you get a stupid question mark error. You get the exclamation come up and you're kind of screwed. One failed. Sent that too early. Crap, if that fails the launch. Once failed. Again. Two's gonna fail now because I emergency stopped it. I knew I'd sent it way too early. So yeah, Helix isn't an easy sim. Alright, so I'm gonna have to now reset. I don't want it sending one yet. I need 2 to get clear first. See? Watch out. When you see this sign, make sure you... And you get fined 1,000 points. Where the fuck was the sign? Where was the sign? It's not visible. I don't know, I'm not too impressed with that. HELIX used to be like this, but it wasn't as bad. See, where was the sign? Yet again, it's saying watch out. Where? I was just not doing anything with it. So I don't understand. And breakdowns are off. So what was I supposed to emergency stop when there was 1 car on the track? This is what I mean. I might see what... I don't know. See? There. There was something there, apparently, that caused that then. But I don't know. But anyways, guys and girls, I'm going to leave this here because this is HELIX. And HELIX is the one that does wind me up because it's... To be honest, where it showed the exclamation mark then was in the queue line. Nowhere near any of the trains. So I have no idea with that. But anyways, guys and girls, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All the links will be in the description, including to Ride Sim's website as well. So thank you for joining me, and I shall see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.